Alright guys, you know what time it is. Time to explore Grandma's room.
Leis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
I'm sure we'll see.
The room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune.
Norway?
And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family,
I guess
it goes
we had
back
a new one.
ways.
That one was kind of a quick jaunt.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
That's kind of hilarious. That is.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Seems she used a chair to bathe, maybe? I don't know.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I guess we get to see what happens here.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, what's in here?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I guarantee I was probably supposed to go another way, but hey, they gave us that, so wonder how I look in the people. I'll look out in this case.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Just kind of seeing if there's anything else to interact with.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I don't blame him.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Yes, we're swinging.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Oh. Am I supposed to... Yeah, but I don't want to send him over the cliff if that's how he goes. I always press that one. I don't really have any other things to press. It's not letting me anyway. Oh, now I see I'm supposed to use both. To swing much faster.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
I'm guessing go off
Maybe
over
if
the
I
cliff.
hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh no.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
He did go over the cliff.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
It's very sad.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I just wanted to go it that way, but it's not going to let me. That way. Wonder. Because there was another door. It's gonna take a moment to load, I guess. Pink shag carpet. Alright, so I don't go this way. I wonder if I go back out this way. No, so I'm guessing I probably was supposed to continue on that way. Somehow. Probably at the window. Maybe? No? There's something this way. bookshelf. That's what I missed.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Well, I kind of want to... No, I don't want to go back up there.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I just curiously want to look into the peoples now. See what she has to say.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Another room.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
I was in his room already. This is Molly's.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
She has no people. Now that I know how to go into them. The peoples, that is. I want to hear what she has to say.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Was there any other rooms down here? Oh, I think I already did this. Yeah.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Alright. We got every room down here, I'm guessing. I wish I could make her go faster. Alright, what room was I in? I was under the cupboard.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Probably very.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
I guess
Oh, Jack
we're
here
going
with
in it.
another ghastly tale inspired by
Tales from the Crypt Keeper from
America's
us.
family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Yeah, that
But in a
definitely
lucky
reminds me
break,
of Tales
she'd
from
been
the
asked
Crypt
to
Keeper.
perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Oh, she's 16.
And current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Oh,
Thanks,
now
Dave.
we know how to get
I'll
in
be
there.
back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Well, at least we know.
She wound the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
And now we're going Friday the 13th.
She found Rick's crutch.
Not Friday
and
the 13th,
imagined
Halloween.
burst.
I just want to beat these up a little bit. Hey. Hey. You get off of there too. Yeah, that music very much reminds me of Halloween.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hanold, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Of course they are. I'm beating everything up. Yeah. We're strong.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
I'm gonna beat whatever's inside.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I get to slap some more stuff.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents
That
are
is
urged to lock
such
all
a
doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
an odd thing.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
And he had a hook for it.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
This way, this way. Let's get out of this way.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Alright. I say we walk over to him and beat him on the head.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Can I go beat him up again? Gonna let me go beat him up again? I don't trust the skeletons. Scary, spooky skeletons.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Listen, Hookman. Just because you want to do some urban legend crap.
was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Of course it was.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Unfortunately.
Final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter,
Conveniently.
hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard.
I bet he
That's
did.
another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ugh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That was terrible.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So we got Edie. Oh, we got quite a few left. But like I said, at least we know how to get in the basement now.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
That we do? Let's get going. Okay. There. Alright guys, I think I'm going to leave this here. We saw Edith's room, we saw what happened to Odin, Calvin, and Barbara. Poor Barbara. I will see you all in the next one.